Alright, we're here with Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Complications. So that doesn't bode well for anybody, really.
No, not at all.
Unless we're talking about the villains, but I doubt we're talking about the villains.
No, they usually don't title the episode after what's going to happen to the villains like that.
Yeah, usually. The thumbnail is Blake's dad, so... You know, I'm increasingly thinking that we're not getting Weiss this episode.
I had warned you about that possibility. So.
You did, so I braced myself for that possibility. Let's go ahead and start the episode, and we'll get into predictions.
Alrighty.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1... How do you like this opening, by the way? I might have already asked you in a previous episode.
It's an opening.
It's an opening.
I think the animation quality is better, of course, but the song doesn't do anything in particular for me.
Fair enough.
How about you?
I do like the animation. I agree. I wasn't crazy about the song when I first heard it, but it's grown on me already, so...
I guess. I don't know, though. Like, all the opening songs just sort of sound the same to me at this point. But...
I mean, they have similar elements, I would say, because for this one, they use, like, some lyrics from... they play on the previous lyrics of the past openings. Like, fairy tales and, like, let's go back to the fairy tale, you know, stuff like that.
I think I'd probably like it better if it was non-lyrical, but I guess that's just sort of a...
Well, that's yeah, you like...
For music.
We didn't predict anything at all, by the way.
No, that's okay. It's gonna be an episode that involves Blake. Oh, look.
Well, I gathered that much from the thumbnail. Adam. I saw Adam circled. I'll have to go back and look. Well, I'll have plenty of time in editing.
Yes.
True.
It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't.
What are they doing?
I know they'll do the right thing.
Blake's dad's gonna get assassinated.
I don't think he'll be assassinated.
You got this.
Not exactly approved of.
He's trying so hard, though. He can... So they're gathering the people to announce this stuff.
I'll never be the son-in-law.
I'm guessing they're human reporters? I don't know. There's something going on, though, because Adam just took over the White Fang, so there's going to be some sort of...
Thank you all for assembling. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island. I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth.
Okay.
No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy. A tragedy that will set both man and faunus kind back. While the main aggressor is still unknown, we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside the White Fang, was partially responsible for these attacks. His actions
Now
not
he's
only
the
tarnish
official
the reputation of the
quote-unquote leader.
organization originally created
Yeah.
to bring peace and equality to all,
I guess it's not really
to
quote-unquote,
our
but...
entire race. With each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us. Recently, a spy from this same splinter
commands
group set
respect,
their
that
sights on this
matches.
very home. My own daughter, Blake, and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual. While they were unsuccessful,
Except
after
not
being
really.
physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant's scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself.
Already happened. Already.
Little
Our
late.
plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy
Don't
and its
hold it
attached
up in the air
CCT
like
tower.
that.
Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester, roughly 2 months from today. I have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of Mistral, but I believe we have a greater responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been an interesting one. Years ago, I led the organization to help try and create a world where I and every Faunus who wished could walk alongside the human race. And while I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone
Probably
many
a
of her methods.
big mistake.
What I
but-
do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the Faunus and humans are, and should be, equal. Adam Taurus does not seem to have
Yeah,
that goal
no,
in
he's-
mind.
He thinks the
What
Faunus
he
are
has
better.
done benefits no one but himself. I think it's time that the Faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was.
It's a good speech. Good speech. 9 out of 10.
To do this,
I wouldn't
think
have
the
let
answer
the
is
scroll
clear.
be quite as
We must go
much
to
of a
Haven
target,
and
waving it in
protect
the air
at
like that.
all
But you know,
costs.
I'm sure he's got a
Maybe it's his
backup.
personal one. Maybe the real one's inside.
Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story. Not only as a former member
Well,
of the White
she looks
Fang,
like this
but also
prepared,
as a
so that's
survivor
good.
of the fall of Beacon.
Like she's not like shocked.
Getting
Like, oh
thrown over
god,
the
me? What? Like, so this was obviously prepared.
Traitors!
Oh god. Oh, Ilya.
Ilya.
Cowards. After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put us through, you're asking us to help them?
I know we haven't been treated fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves?
You
Where
can't.
was their help when kingdoms hunted Faunus just for being who they are? Where was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Yeah.
Young lady, progress takes patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of Faunus.
No.
They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down.
But
If you truly,
Progress isn't gonna
truly
go
want
this
to
way.
help your people, now is the time to
Oh.
support Adam,
Son.
not the Belladonnas.
no, son.
He will bring about the future that you deserve. And if you are
Take her out.
unwilling to fight,
Don't take her
know
out, but
that
apprehend
the
her.
White Fang will do it for you.
Shut up!
You shouldn't have yelled before you jumped.
After her!
Should have taken her out.
He shouldn't have yelled.
That too.
Like, he yelled and announced, you know, that he was...
Did he age backwards?
He's possessed! Or reincarnated.
I told you.
No, that's what John said. We're trusting John's word,
It is
Brooke.
very weird, yes.
Hey, he's Ruby's boyfriend.
Okay, okay.
Nothing wrong with... No,
So
no
just
like...
take a second and remember that
shots
this
at
is
John.
very overwhelming for everyone.
He's not the most knowledgeable. Let's all agree with that.
Thanks.
Alright.
Sorry. It's just, I've never really met huntsmen and huntresses before.
Well, we've never met a person with 2 souls, so first times all around.
So smooth. So smooth.
Not to break up the whole getting to know you game, but we need to have a talk. Mind showing us your little parlor trick, kid?
What?
Yeah, okay.
He was-
Just so you know, I'll still be here.
Oh. Okay, so now this will be in possession territory, yes. At least that's what I'm assuming is about to happen. Yeah, this is possession.
It is so very good to see you again, students.
That's weird.
Told you. Osmond's evil.
What just happened?
Professor
Ruby's face.
Osmond?
Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's merely handed over the controls, so to speak. Just don't make us do anything embarrassing. I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really kind of hard to believe overall.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor.
This is so weird.
I know you've all been through tremendous hardship already. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
I mean, it kind of is.
It's all my fault.
Well, you know...
I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child.
That
on this
line's being
planet.
brought up again. Okay.
I wasn't exaggerating. I'm cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul. The Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form,
Okay, so
and clearly wasn't my last. It's
this
an extraordinarily strenuous process
technically is an
on
Ozpin.
everyone involved.
So what are you?
I am the combination of
An evil
countless
demon.
men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With every
you
rebirth,
just call it
my
an
soul
evil
is
demon?
eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me.
Okay.
This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods because I failed to stop Salem in the past. But we must stop her now.
And how do we do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the Relic of Knowledge.
Okay. Oh, no. I mean, yes, but no. Oh.
Unexpected, but good for you.
I'm glad, but I'm also sad.
Well. Look who's awake.
What's going on? Where am I?
Looks like you're gonna have to sneak out.
I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
The Spring Maiden, I presume.
Vernal?
Unimpressed. And that's her sword.
What do you want?
Straight to the point. I like it. We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
Of course it did.
You're going to ransom me back to my father. Is that it?
You'll...
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
I would never sink to your level.
Yeah, I don't think bandit life is really...
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion before you know it.
That's not where she wants to be.
Not at all.
And I don't know if the dad will pay the ransom.
Probably not.
What's going to make this complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make it to Mistral. You know my sister, don't you?
Oh, she's bluffing.
Winter Schnee? Special
Her sister
operative
doesn't know that
Atlas
she's
military?
coming, right?
Mistral
No.
now. And when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you.
Why are they laughing? That's not
What's
good.
so funny?
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad. But you're clearly out of the loop. Your sister isn't in Mistral anymore.
What?
No Atlas personnel are in Mistral anymore. General Ironwood closed the borders and recalled all of his little troops in tin cans. No one is coming to rescue you.
That's not good.
Damn it, Ironwood.
And her bluff is up in
This
smoke.
is perfect! We were stuck at a dead end, but now we can just take little cute boy Osmond to Lionheart and have him set things straight.
Please don't call me that.
Yeah, we're not sure that's the best idea.
Is he still possessed, guy? Or I'm assuming so.
But I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you. That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation.
But they're not.
But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo. He isn't just behaving irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him.
Okay.
Something's
So
wrong. I
you
don't
know
want to jump to conclusions.
he's
I
probably
don't want to rule out any possibilities.
traitor.
either.
Well, that's pretty good.
No one outside of this
So,
room knows that I've paired
Some
with
A
Oscar.
plus deductive
I
reasoning.
think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better
yeah.
hand.
No one should know you have 2 souls.
Precisely. Now, we have 2 steps ahead of us. The first is enlisting the aid of more huntsmen. But the Mistral Council
Just have to hope
Doesn't
that
own
room's not
every
bugged.
huntsman in the kingdom. And I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
so long as they're trustworthy.
You can trust them to put up a good fight.
And
We'll throw
maybe
together
the
a
rest of
list
Team
tonight.
RWBY. That'd be nice. Oh,
Good luck with that.
After that, we can move on to step 2.
okay.
What's step 2?
Getting you 4 into fighting shape.
But we already know how to fight.
You can only fight so long as you have Crescent Rose, but you're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Ark, I'm glad to hear you've improved, but sorry to say you've yet to unlock your semblance.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna see that.
All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait, what? He'll inherit my muscle.
He's like, I didn't agree to that.
Practice will expedite the process.
But if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Him, I guess.
You can still do
Well,
theory stuff, I
believe
guess.
I was the headmaster of Beacon Academy. We have approximately 1
Their
month
faces.
before classes resume at Haven.
Nor's
Nor's
looks-
so
Were to
unimpressed.
plan an attack,
Nor's
it
the only
makes
one
sense
like
to
not so
occur prior
impressed
to
looking.
Students' return. It's not much time, but it's better than nothing. Just don't expect me to go easy on you.
Fair enough. Oh well. Except Oscar might not
Bad
be,
time to give back control.
Gotta be kidding me.
Oscar might not be quite up to speed there. More Weiss. Okay. You could figure this out. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a good thing her thing is like so handy. You know. Her semblance.
Little tiny soldier.
Yeah. Her semblance is so handy.
So cute.
Okay, yeah. Alright. So it's just implied then. Fair enough. We know Yang is supposedly heading there, and we know Ruby and the gang will eventually get there, but
That's true. Yang would help.
it's not looking like it's gonna be very soon. So I don't know what Weiss is gonna do when she escapes. She's obviously, her goal wouldn't be Mistral anymore because her sister's not in Mistral, right? So I'm thinking Yang's gotta show up. Yes?
That seems likely.
If
That
there's
was
gonna be
her-
a reunion, like, she has to have some sort of reason to be still heading to Mistral. You know? And
Well, I mean, Ruby's there.
she doesn't know that, though.
That's true.
Yeah. The only people that know that are, you know, Ranger, who are obviously with her, and then Yang and Tai Yang, you know? Those are the only people that know she's in Mistral. So, since Yang knows that Ruby's in Mistral, Yang could tell Weiss and they could go together. theoretically.
Then the gang would be back together except for Blake.
Yeah. Well, she's supposedly heading to Mistral because of the White Fang. So there is that. But it's just like, right now they're in Menagerie, so I don't know how long that's going to take either.
It's all very complicated.
It is. So, yeah. Oscar's soul is going to whip Team Ranger into shape. Yang will hopefully help Weiss out, and they'll go together. But see, the whole reason Yang's coming to this bandit camp is to face her mom. I don't know what kind of confrontation that would be, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wonder if her mom would try to recruit her. You know?
That'd be interesting. I could definitely see Yang being a bandit.
Yeah, like she's, you know, talk about a bandit type. That Yang could have been one, you know what I mean?
Very easily.
If she grew up in like a different, not evil, but if she grew up in like a different circumstance. Like if Raven had taken her with her, you know?
Instead of being left with Tai Yang.
Yeah. But, you know, seeing as she did grow up with Tai Yang, I don't think she'd take that offer, you know? If Raven even makes the offer, she might think that Yang's incompetent. I don't know. I mean, she did lose an arm. So maybe she's like, you know what? You're not...
But she has a shiny new arm now.
I know she did. But, like, Raven already had to save her once. Maybe there's, like, I don't know. That's, like, Raven's one rule. You know, people want to get one save. And that's it from her. But, any final thoughts? Because I don't want to keep blabbing on. This is actually a shorter episode, I would say. 18 minutes is the new short.
It'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. That's all.
That's all? That's all you got?
That's all I got. Unless you want me to spin a yarn.
No, that's okay. It's probably for the best that we don't have very many thoughts left. Because I would just keep going on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.